staffs and the coordination, the members of the coordination committee. I am delighted that you gave me an opportunity to address you this August gathering of intellectuals, the BPED and the BEd students. I am delighted, I am happy that you called me and gave me an opportunity to present my ideas and views on what I think about a teacher's day. First of all, I remember pay tribute to S. Radhakrishnan, the great teacher, philosopher, and the motivator who remained with us time immortal. We celebrate his birthday as a Teacher's Day. So please remember him for a few seconds in your mind. India has seen wonderful teachers all throughout the ages. We have read in 332 BC onward, that is 3rd century BC. We have a great teacher, philosopher, motivator and a military strategist, Chanakya, named as a Vishnudat, as a Kautilya, a great economist as well. He was a student alumni of Taxila. He was a professor at Taxila, and because of his perception of invasion of India and the disintegration of the Indian Republic, fragmented to various Ganrajyas, he migrated to Patliputra. Everybody knows the story after that. सब लोगों को पता है इसकी कहानी के बारे में. As I said in my inaugural address in MSI, this is a day of mine. This is a day of theirs. This is a day of yours. ये मेरा दिन है, ये इनके दिन है, ये आपके दिन है. Because India witnesses a surge in teachers. We have been named so much of eulogies. हम ब्रह्म हैं, विष्णु हैं, हम महेश हैं. हम उनसे ऊपर भी हैं. As a teacher, we are not incarnation of God, but we do create God. हम लोग भगवान create करते हैं. We create you. We symbolizes your fantasy. We symbolizes your energies. We symbolizes your everything to take you up to the nation, to take you up to the world map. That is what we do. As a teacher, I said essentially I am a teacher. I love my students. As a teacher represents hope. As a teacher represents pride. As a teacher represents discipline. As a teacher signifies the honesty. We may not be a billionaire. We may not be a financially stable person. We may not be looked as a great achiever. But when we look back on us, जब हम अपने को वापस देखते हैं तो मुझे लगता है ये बिलियनर, ये आदमी, ये जो रिच आदमी है, ये जो पावरफुल आदमी है, उसको क्रिएट किसने किया है? Who has created it? We create civilization. We create individuals. We create civilization. We create society. That is the potential of a teacher. That is what teachers stand for. It stands for life. It stands for honesty. It stands for everything that you cannot imagine. जो आप सोच नहीं सकते उसके लिए stand करता है वो. This is the horizon of a teacher. This is the horizon of a teacher. I am not saying that we are away from the virus and the virtues. We are not away from it. We are part and parcel of the society. And if the society degenerates, I won't say is the teacher degenerates, is the society degenerates, is the responsibility of the faculty, is the responsibility of the teachers to lift the society to the level where we actually become an India as one country. Not as a North India, not as a South India, not as a reserve India, not as an unreserved or a productive India. We stand as an India. And who makes India? The teachers. Who makes India? The teachers. We have given this world every good strategist, be an economist, like we have Amartya Sen. We have given a wonderful scientist. All the corporates, major corporates are being run by Indians all across the world. We have this strength. You have this strength because you are going to be a teacher. You are full of strength. You are full of theology. You are full of dedication, honesty and everything. Where the mind is held high and head is held high and mind is Tagore, remember Tagore. Remember Tagore. याद रखिए उनको. Mind is fearless. You don't have to fear anything because you symbolizes honesty. Because you symbolizes the strength. Because you symbolizes the society and you create the society, you create everybody. So why your head is not held high? Why your mind is not fearless? You are truth to everything. You are close to everything. You are the one who actually awakens people, the dead society of our nation. So, your mind should be fearless. You are one and only one. Remember, as a teacher, you should feel proud of being a teacher. You should feel that you are the creator of civilization. Any great civilization is not created. I said creation. Is not evolution, is a creation that has been done by the teachers. Every great civilization is created by teachers, be it as Aristotle, be it Chanakya in India, who taught everybody what Arthashastra is, what military strategy is, what a philosopher can think. And he created Magadha dynasty. So you create civilization, you create society, you create family. Only thing is that you must remember the teacher is not a disgrace as what people have tried to project in the media. The teachers are not well paid. We always remain under constraints. We never have our resources which actually meted the responsibilities of a teacher. We are always under constraint, but that constraint does not stop me from creating something that I wishes to. Mind it. The resource crunch is not the reason why I say TIHS has not developed because of the resource crunch. TIHS is developed because of its teachers. TIHS is developed because of the commitment. TIHS is developed because of the honesty. Mind it. You may be under constraint from a family constraint, from a resource crunch. People might say a lot of words for you, but you must remember as a teacher, you can open up avenues for all your students and you will grow to a height which, yes please. You want to say something? No. Okay, you're taking photographs. Sorry for your interest. Yeah. Now I'll say a few words. I don't know how many of you have actually heard this. This is a small poem which I don't remember completely by Proust. He's an American poet. And he says, the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I promise to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Mind it, this is what exact a replication of a teacher. You have to go miles and miles and miles, doesn't matter how wonderful the woods are. Woods means jungle. कितना खूबसूरत दुनिया है ये, कितने अच्छे महफिल हैं ये, कितने लोग आपको सुनते हैं, कितने लोग आपसे जलते हैं ये इसका कोई मैटर नहीं रखता है, क्योंकि आपको माइल्स 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 चलना है. You have to complete your assignment. You have to complete your assignment before you say goodbye to and you actually come to the death. With these words, as I said, fortunately or unfortunately, I've been made director of the two colleges. I have to be with you also, my loved one, BPED department, who has actually wanted to see their programs. This is their first representation, and I'm very much impressed by the way the girl has actually conducted her all programs. I mean the programs. I'm highly impressed. Wish you all the best. Welcome you on this Teachers' Day and wish you all the best for your future assignment. Mind it, you have 2 miles to go before you sleep. 2 miles to go before you sleep. There can be multiple constraints in your life, but darkness will go one day because you created God, you created situation. You have to come up with your situation. Thank you.